to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first. Doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent, he's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with a guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success.
And go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They'll give it to Johnson. Made a defender miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To throw, it's Turner. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, he gets stuck on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
They get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll knock him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Baker. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it in the middle, it's Norton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get it through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The handoff to Johnson. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. He's at the... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's open on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. To the air. It's Baker. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, and he's knocked down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Wildcats! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Wildcats have taken it inside the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And the Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
A clock. Penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Working the big fella to the corner. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The huge play got them on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Extending the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Norton. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Dropping back, it's Turner. Hauls it in. Quick step and go. Gets away from one, finds room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Turning it on. Touchdown Bearcats. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Knocked off his feet.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Dropping back, it's Turner. A little screen to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And this one is perfect. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Turner. He's going to take off, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, the inside give. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield. Stop short. And a stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape. Watch what you need to improve on.